Good afternoon. Welcome to our second day for the Diplomado de Actualización profesional en la enseñanza del idioma inglés. Special thanks to the Board of Directors of Facultad de Humanidades, headed by Maestro Walter Mazariegos. Special thanks as well to the head of the languages section, Dr. Francisco Puac, and Departamento de Educación Virtual for your support on this certification. Today, we will develop a topic that I'm pretty sure we all have heard about, which is music. Now, is it possible to use music when we are teaching English? Well, that is something that our specialist will answer during his presentation. Remember that you will be able to get a diploma if you attend to the 3-day certification. The attendance will be sent around 10 minutes before the presentation finishes through the YouTube live chat. Make sure you enter your information correctly. Let's welcome Professor Teddy Ruano, who is going to develop the topic Teaching English Online with Music. Professor Teddy, the time is yours. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Um, Hi, my name is Ted. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Plato. I remember when I was young, 7 years approximately, I used to love and really enjoy watching my dad playing the guitar with his friends. Actually, he had a musical group of mariachi, and they used to rehearse at my house every Wednesday night and also on Saturdays afternoon. And I remember that I loved to imitate them and will take like whatever it was on my hands or wherever it was near to me, like for example a comb. I will pick up a cooking towel or a pillow, for example, anything to use as a guitar, like to use it like as it was my guitar. At the age of 8, I already knew how to play rhythms and also musical notes and the guitar, no real guitar actually. And although in reality the guitar looked on me like a huge bandolone, right? You know those fat and big instruments. Maybe you know them because I was very little. But from there, I discovered that music will play a very important role for the rest of my life. And when I reached adolescence, I learned more and more other instruments. Nowadays, I prefer to study, I prefer to work, and to do any other activities accompanied by a good musical instrumental. My name is Teddy Orano, and I am a professor from the language section of Facultad de Humanidades. And today, we're going to learn teaching English online with music. Now, how many of you enjoy listening music? If you can share your answers, or you can share them on the chat. I'm sure that many of you, if not all of you, enjoy listening to music, or at least you listen to music to have some fun, or to get relaxed, or maybe to do some activities. Now, if you do so, what kind of music do you like? Do you like merengue? Do you like salsa? Or maybe do you like rock? Or what kind of music do you like? Have you ever had to ask your students to remove their headphones during class at home or at home maybe? Like when you're teaching, have you ever had to tell your students pull out your headphones? I bet you did sometimes. It's very often actually. Teenagers really love music. They actually like I have asked some teenagers and they all have told me that they enjoy music. They really love it. They usually do everything with music. I have learned also that in order to get take advantage of this situation, we actually can do it. we can take the advantage of this situation and use it in our favor for students to get engaged into class topics and to build a fun, pleasant environment for them. Have you noticed that teenagers get along very well with music, or do you think that adolescents like music? Have you ever gotten stressed because of that? Because you see like the teenagers all of the time, almost with the earphones plugged into the ears? I bet you did. And also, I have asked, um, have you ever asked actually yourself, why are so many of our young people walking around with their ears stopped up, blocking out much of the world around them, missing valuable moments in the classroom, for example, by not being fully present? I decided, like I said, to ask some adolescents, and the vast majority of the answer I received were variations on the same theme: music makes me happy. I want to play some short video right now, uh, and listen to the hopefully you listen to the audio. Okay, let me do this very quick right here. This is a supermarket environment. Hopefully you listen to the audio. I don't know if you noticed the audio. Hopefully you listen to the first part of the audio. It's a supermarket environment, and when there is no music, it sounds very stressful and like very tedious. Listening to the sound of the people walking around and people talking, and it's a lot of noise. But I don't know if you not notice the difference then when music starts playing. It makes a lot of difference. Have you ever wondered why supermarkets and like the vast majority of companies will play music around their environment? I know a lot of companies now, even if there are no customers inside and they are just employees, they will play music because they realize that music will relieve stress, music will make a better environment in the place. And I will also like to show another short video right here for you, just to have an idea how a class sound by itself. One second right here.
It says that at this point on the revenue curve, you will get exactly 30. In 1930, the Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the, anyone, the Great Depression, passed the, anyone, anyone, a tariff bill, the Hawley-Smoot Tariff Act, which anyone raised or lowered, raised tariffs in an effort to collect more revenue for the federal government. Did it work? Anyone? Anyone know the effects? it did not work, and the United States sank deeper into the Great Depression. Today, we have a similar debate over this. Anyone know what this is, class? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone seen this before? The Laffer curve. Anyone know what this says? It says that at this point on the revenue curve, you will get exactly the same amount of revenue as at this point. This is very controversial. Does anyone know what Vice President Bush called this in 1980? Anyone? Something DOO economics. Voodoo economics.
All right, that's a very fun video, right? I really, for me, it's really funny to look at the students like all boring and just seems like they're paying attention, but they're seems like in the inside they're screaming, "I want to get out of here," right? Because they don't seem to be enjoying the class as they're supposed to, right? And this is just a little example that I wanted to share with you. And well, music is obviously not new. In fact, in a 2001 book called "The Biological Foundations of Music," they claim that music goes back more than 250,000 years ago. Though the oldest excavated instruments are around 40,000 years old. While the origin of and purpose of music still fascinate and mystify researchers, teachers know for sure that it engaged to the students. So really, they know that it is engaging. It is engaging for students to have music because it will kind of engage them and connect them to the class and to the topic that they are sharing. So I'm gonna share a presentation right here. Just start with this. 1 second. Here is. Life seems to go on without effort when when I am filled with music. George Eliot. That's a very known phrase of George Eliot. It's saying that life for him seems to go very easy and smooth when he's got music in his life. And I believe many of us think the same. Myself, for example, well, I am a great example. I do everything almost with music. I do activities, I do homework, I do teach, I work with music because I really like it, I enjoy it. Now, why is music um, important in the school education? It can lead to better brain development, increase in human connection, and even stress relief. Music education is important in our schools, and yet it seems that these days it is being offered less and less in many school systems. Like music is almost disappearing from our schools for some reason. I don't know, really, I don't know why, to be honest, but it seems that they're not appreciating the power of music. Unfortunately, many schools have begun to exclude music from their curriculums to make room for other subjects. Music is an extremely important subject for all children to learn and can lead to a better brain development. It increases the human connection and even stress relief. Music can also play a very significant role in a foreign language classroom, like in our case, a foreign language classroom that we are teaching actually English. It's very helpful. I don't know if you have teach during all this time without music, but at least some teachers that I know, they are including music on songs into their lessons Music is it is in education is important in our schools, and yet it is an amazing tool to help students to acquire language and as well as stimulating students' brain. It's been proved by science that music stimulates brain development. So it helps students to understand better the topics. It helps students to also, um, for example, socialize with their um, schoolmates. It improves their memory. It brings lots of joy. And as for example, a Chinese philosopher concluded, and he said, music produces a kind of pleasure which human nature. It cannot do that human nature cannot do without it, without music. Okay, so what makes music just a great teaching tool is the ability to connect cultures and languages of students, regardless of their age and regardless of their cultural background. So it makes connection. It, have you ever heard that musicians, I'm sorry, they used to say this phrase that music is like the language of the world because it connects everybody. Like maybe you don't know Portuguese, but if you listen to a song that you like the type of music, you will enjoy it, and you will even look for the meaning of the lyrics to try to find out what it says. So it's very important in our class. As well as music stimulates the brain development in children. Various studies have found that engagement with music can lead to an improvement in brain development in children. Other studies have also found that an increase in the IQ points in children who engage with music. So education with music is also a great way to enhance reading comprehensions ability in children and also in adolescents. And a study which was also conducted in the Northwestern University in the United States, of course, they found that the students who participated in classes with music had better speech processing. They have abilities along with the higher reading scores than children who weren't involved into music. So that's very important. They found out that students that were involved into music, they had a higher score in regards to reading, in regards to the some other topics, than students that didn't have this music available, or that didn't use music to teach them. So reading is an important skill. We already learned something about reading yesterday. It was a very important topic. Reading is very important skill for all children to develop because it is needed for all subjects, even subjects that are not related to English. Literature, for example, will involve reading, or math, for example, it involves word problems, and it requires a reading comprehension abilities in order to answer them correctly. Also, music is a way to connect with other people, as I was saying before. Music education is also important because it will give students a way to connect with other people. Children are naturally very social, um, and it is important to encourage them to build relationships by providing them experiences to share with each other. It has been proven also time and again that having people of all ages play or listening to music together will help to create bonds. It will help them to connect, even if they're from different ages. There have been studies of all people, elderly people, people from 80 years old, and children from 7, 8 years old. And when they are listening to music or playing music together, they get connected. Even though there's a huge difference in between ages, they get connected, they get along very well. So it is very important in regards to that. Having an impromptu drumming circle or listening to And enjoying a piece of recorded music can connect people through the sound, singing, and even moments of dance. Some musical experiences, such as this, can bring back a fond memory or create new ones. Music integrates many different subjects. Another reason music is very important in education is that it integrates so many different subjects, areas all at once. Not only will music allow children and teenagers to develop their musical skills, but it will also give them the opportunity to work in their math skills, reading and writing skills, science skills, and history of knowledge. And also, music can relieve stress. Well, finally, music is an excellent way to relieve stress. This is significant for students who might feel overwhelmed by schoolwork and try to balance extracurricular activities. Like nowadays, for example, we know that students have been they're kind of getting a little bit of stress because of like, a lot of homeworks that they are getting. Um, because it seems that professors are not finding the ways or a good way to teach online because they were not used to, like the majority of teachers were not used to teach online, they were used to teach in person. And so now students are being filled out with a lot of homeworks and activities and guides, and they are getting overwhelmed. Students enter into upper grades of school system and begin considering applying for post-secondary schools. They might feel overwhelmed with the need to keep their grades high. Even young students can experience stress with the increasing amount of homework school curriculums require. Some students may also have stressful home lives, and music will offer a way to escape from this situation. In addition, you may consider that soundtrack in your classroom to help relieve stress and anxiety. For the students, it's a good idea, and it is actually. If you play a background, as I show you on the first short video, if you get into, have you ever go to a supermarket or that they don't play music, where they don't play music? It feels very boring and stressed. We want to get out of that place. But if you get into a place, into a restaurant, into a supermarket where they are music, when they are playing music, you kind of get more comfortable into that place. Have you ever got to the emergency of the X? I'm not talking about the X. I'm just wondering, have you ever go? There is always no music. Besides, it is a stressful place because people don't want to be there. I believe that if they would have played music, it will be a lot less stressful and it will help the patients to be more patient. So it helps to relieve stress and anxiety. Music has many benefits to people of all ages, so it is important to know why, so that we can continue to advocate for keeping education with music in our schools. Okay, music can name the unnameable and communicate the unknowable. Leonard Bernstein. So, three ways to tap into power of music. Here are just three ways we can get into the power of music in your schools or in your classrooms. Sorry about that. So, first, create a playlist for different occasions in class. You can create, when reading, for example, you can choose an instrument with or instrumental um, song or music like jazz, for example. It will help students to concentrate with reading and memorize easily what is written in the book. It will help them to concentrate. At least when I'm reading, I like to listen music because that's how I connect to my book. That's how I connect to what I'm reading. And I am basically living aside anything else outside my book. It helps me a lot to concentrate. Also, I'm just touching what I'm not to touch. So, also, when you want to perform an activity that requires the student to actively participate with body movements, for example, you can choose some other electronic instrumentals, for example, or you can choose salsa instrumentals, merengue, cumbia. There is a lot of genres of music we can choose, and that will make him lift their spirits. I don't know if you have noticed, but if you feel sad and if you listen to a sad music, for example, if your girlfriend or your boyfriend quit with you, it's just an example. Maybe they quit with you, and then you start listening to a song from what Los Temerarios or Los Bookies. It will make you more sad, right? But if you play a song that will be like a for party for to get happy, like salsa, merengue, it will lift your spirit. It will change your mood. So this is very important to take in consideration when we're playing music in our classrooms. And use use music to help students remember important facts as well. I remember that when I was little and when I started to study English, um, it was very hard for me to memorize the vocabulary, the abecedary, like the A B C D E F G in English. I was just studying, and I was like, it was already like probably um well, eighth grade, and it was very hard for me to memorize that. And my sister, my biggest sister, she noticed that, and I remember that she taught me that little song that you probably all of you probably have known, have listened to it before. Twinkle twinkle little star. You probably know it. Twinkle twinkle little star. Sing it. Now she showed me and she taught me um how to say the abecedary with this song rhythm. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. What happened that because I liked music since I was a kid, it was very easy for me to learn and to memorize the abecedary by that time. So music can be used and it's very helpful. I'm a witness of that it helps you to remember important facts. It helps you to memorize also something that is hard for you to memorize. You can change the lyrics from a song that you like. For example, I don't know, maybe you like this song that is called Despacito. Everybody knows that song. Maybe you like it and it's very known by everybody, and you can change the lyrics. Instead of saying Despacito, you can say, I don't know, a noun, or depending on the topic that you are getting, and it's hard to memorize for the students. You can teach them how to change the lyrics, and it's going to be easy for them to memorize it. I bet to you. Now, advantages of teaching with music. There is a lot of advantages when teaching music, but I'm gonna just name a few of them. Actually, music makes a great option for final projects. Students can demonstrate what they have learned by making a song about it. As I was saying, musical training helps develop a language and reasoning. Students who have uh, early musical training will develop the areas of the brain related to language and reasoning. Also, a mastery of memorization, as I was saying, even when performing with sheet music, musicians are constantly using their memory to perform. The skill of memorization can serve students well in education. It increases coordinations as well. The students who practice with musical instruments will also have an increase in the coordination. They can improve their hand-eye coordination. For example, just like playing sports, children can develop motor skills when playing music. It's also the same, and also they will have a sense of achievement. Learning to play pieces of music on a new instrument can be a challenging but achievable goal. Students who master even the smallest goal in music will be able to feel proud of their achievements. And well, these are just five advantages of playing music, of using music when teaching. There is a lot. You can always research for it. There's a lot of advantages if you want to know more. But because of the time, we're going to just name these five. But we also want to learn some applications on how to that are very useful to teach English online, for example. Well, actually, these applications that I'm gonna show you, they can be used online. They can also be used uh, in person teaching. That's a problem. You can always use them with any kind of teaching. Nowadays, because of the new ways of education that we have to face out there, it's very useful for you to use them in your classes. So the first application that I want to show you is called lyrics training. You probably hear about it before, and maybe sometimes you have used it, but maybe you stop using it. It's a very useful application actually, and right here you can see the website where you can get it. It's a platform. There is actually an application also for smartphones that the students can download. It's very easy, very friendly, usable. All you have to do is go to that website that was there. Lyrics training. You can download it in your iPhone or your smartphone. Once you got it, all you have to do is sign in. It's a free application. You choose English, or depending on the language that you were teaching, right? In our case, it's English. You choose English, and then you select the game mode. You can choose beginners, you can choose intermediate, or you can choose advanced or expert. This is for everybody. This is very useful tool. You can use it for everybody. And right there afterwards, you will just choose a song or a video. You will see a lot of different kind of videos, and then you just have to click where it says puse aquí para iniciar el juego, and the video is going to start. So what the students have to do is that they will have to fill out the empty spaces. The song is going to start playing, and then they will see the lyrics down here, and there will be empty spaces. You can either choose for the students to click the word. This is if you want to listen, if you want to teach listening with this application. If you want to teach listening, you just have to let them choose. Right here on the right side, you'll be able to see the different options that they have to choose. For example, right here where you see the green dots, those of course each dot is it's a word, and then some of them will be empty. So let's say uh, it's knowing the word that it's missing. The students all have to do is click where it is knowing. Now, if you wanna teach reading, writing, I'm sorry, you can always choose. There is an option where you can choose for the students to write down or type down the answers. Instead of choosing them, they will have to type them down. For example, if the word is just, it's going to be empty. They will not show any options in the right side. They will have to listen to it, identify the word, and type it down. If they are not accurate, if they are not typing down the correct word, then it's going to be marked as incomplete, and the video is not going to continue until the correct word is uh, is chosen or is written. Right here we see this is the option that they have when it's about typing or about writing, right? It's just empty. They will just see some dots, and they will have to type down the correct word, whatever they listen when they're listening to the song. So I would like you to practice a little bit, because this is the purpose of this training. It's not just to listen to me. Maybe you have used it before, but I'm gonna give you a few minutes, maybe 3 to 5 minutes, for you to um practice this activity. Um, I'm gonna share a link right here in the chat. You can access to it, and you will be able to. It's there's actually a exercise that I created. There is a way for you to create exercises. Actually, get a few minutes to play this exercise that I created, and then I'm gonna teach you very quick how to do that exercise. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a 3 minutes. I'm gonna share the link, and I will give you a few minutes. Share your comments. Share your comments in the chat. If you know how to use it, if you don't know how to use it, we're gonna see how to do some exercise in that training afterwards. It's very easy to do, and it's very helpful. Yeah, some people or professors in the chat are asking that it's asking me to create an account. It's free. If you want to create an account, it's free. If not, there should be an option that says later. Okay, ask me later. There is an option to skip creating an account, and you just have to um, do the activity. Okay, save the link, and you can create your, if you want to create, because you can create your own account with your email address as a teacher. And I'm gonna um, share my Google, my account right here. Just one moment. Hmm. All right, so I'm gonna share this screen right here. One moment. Mm, hope you can see this screen. Here is the game that I just shared with you. But for example, here is my account. You see my name right here. So for example, if you want to, I have some favorite videos. Right here, some favorite videos that I can share. These videos have already exercises. All I have to do is click on them and share them, right? But what I want to show you is how to create a new exercise. One second right here. So you choose any genre right here. For example, we can choose Latina because we are Latinos, right? Probably Latinos. I'm just kidding. But we can choose any of these. So for example, I want to choose what? Mm, um, anyone. Well, this one, right? Crazy Love. If you want to show this one, and let's say we'll do Principiante and modo escritura en ese juego. So right here, once you initiate the game, it's telling you right here, inicial video para empezar a jugar. So what you have to do right below here, you see some options right here. Añadir favorito. You can add it to your favorites. You can print the lyrics, report a problem, or new exercise. Right here it's in Spanish, right? So you can just do new exercise. Once you click what it says new exercise, right here you have the video. You can title, for example, I'm gonna title it exercise. Sorry. How? Exercise 2, for example, or 3, because I got, let's say 3. Okay. So number 3 right here, number 5, you want to name it number 5. Level, we can do principiante or intermediate, advanced. Let's say we're gonna do intermediate. Okay, right here we can select if you wanted to write it down, for them to type it down or to select. Let's say you want them to select because you're gonna teach them how to listening, how to listen to words. So then I have right here every single line of the lyrics right here. So you choose the words that you want them to listen and to choose. So for example, I want to do and deep eyes touch more time. I'm gonna do just these 2 lines because of the time, and then I save. Right, I save it. You can do all of it because it's like the lyrics is very long. So you just save it, and then right here you go to your favorites again. I'm sorry, to your exercises, and it's right here, exercise number 5. So if you wanted to edit it, you can edit it right here, or can delete it, but you can always click on it. Right here it is. You can share it right here on Facebook, Twitter, or you can simply get the link. Yeah, get the link, and you can share it with your students, and then click to start right here. And right here, if you see, here is the word that they have to choose. I'm gonna forward it a little bit. Okay. See, so they have to choose any of these options right here. Okay. If they don't choose the correct options, then it's not going to continue until they choose the correct options. Then it's going to continue, and that's how you create an exercise right here, and you can share it with your students so they can use it. Now let's go to the next um material right here. Let me stop sharing this one, and I'm gonna share the presentation with you. Here it is. All right, here it is. So learn English kids. I don't know if you have heard about this application before. Very useful. It's been developed by CBB. Maybe you heard about it. I'm sorry, about BBC, and which is the British Council. Very helpful. It's free. Um, here is the link. You can get it. I'm gonna share a link because we wanna do a practice as well. But if you Google Learn English Kids, you'll get it. How do you log in? Well, here this is just the front page. You have to create an account. For example, I created mine right here. Username, email address, confirm email address, your date of birth, your country. You'll have a lot of countries available. That's how you create it. That's all you have to do. Username, email address, confirm email address, date of birth, and the country. That's all you have to do. And then click submit. It's gonna send you an email confirmation so you can confirm that you're the owner of that email, and then your account will be created. Now, I'm gonna share this link with you very quick. This is a very useful link, okay? So let me share that link very quick, right here. And then we're also gonna do a practice. Access to the link that I'm gonna share. Access to the link that I'm gonna share, and once you got it, you will see like a little video. This is for kids, but you can also do it for young people, for teenagers that they don't have like a English level too high. You can also do it for them. This is very useful. And I'm gonna give you just 2 minutes to review. Maybe 2 minutes because of the time. We almost got there. Now, because of the time, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to review the website. You will have the website right there. Like I say, you can review it. You can create your own account, okay? And also, I'm gonna show you some very, very good options that this has. Just, okay, 2 minutes for you to view it. Okay, you have the link. You can review the video. The videos are not no longer than 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or very short videos for kids. I'm gonna show you something very cool right here. How to this good activity. Let me show my screen. Okay, so here I got my account already. I'm logged in already to my account. You can see that I'm logged in right here. So here, listen and watch. This is basically what I like to use. This website have a lot of options. Very good. Read and write, speak, spell, grammar and vocabulary, fun games, and print and make. There's a lot of activities you can use. But because we're talking about music, I want you to look to this part right here. Listen and watch. For example, we go to song. We can go to songs, short stories, poems, videos on, or how-to videos. Let's go to songs. So once we go to songs, once this loads, so what happened right here? Well, let me do this right here. For example, you go to songs right here. It's gonna take you to a huge variety of videos they have, and it really depends. Here are just a few of them because you can choose depending on the letter how it starts. Let's say this is the one that I shared to you. This is the one that I shared to you, and here is a preparation help. It tells you how to use it. Tells you right here how to use it. Preparation. Here's like a vocabulary. You can start with them. So they will look at the pictures. For example, at the tree, they look for tree. They choose tree, and they match it. Okay, they match it. For example, and then once they have chosen all of them, they go finish. They can either try it again if they fail. But let's say they go finish. Of course, because I only did one, it's telling me that I did or I was able to do 1 out of 10. Okay, so after that, they can play the video. Once they're playing the video, there is also a game right here. Very good games. For example, depending on what the video is saying, can a flea climb a tree? Yes, he can. Yes, he cannot. They will have to listen to the videos. Can a flea climb a tree? Then afterwards, it's gonna say it. It's gonna say if the flea can climb it or not. They will have to choose it. There's this one question right here. Here is the other one. Here is the other one. Can a cat catch a rat? And then once they done it, they just click finish it, and the website is gonna give the answers. You have the option to print the words, the song, print the activity for the songs, and print the answers as well. A lot of options. Now, very good options right here. If you look at this part on the upper side, it says teaching English. So if you click right here in teaching English, it will give you a lot of resources for teachers, a lot of them, a lot of resources, webinars for teachers, teaching ideas, publications, lesson plans for primary, lesson plans for secondary. Let's say we want to have an idea of a lesson plan for secondary. We have a lot of area right here. So let's choose this one right here. Just getting started. It gives you like the aims, the presentation and everything. So it's a lot of resources right here on this one. Teaching resources, publications. Now also, if you want to teach adolescents, you go right here, learn English. Once you click where it says learn English, has a lot of resources right here for teenagers as well. Live online lessons, self-access courses, magazines, listening and practice, speaking and practice. This website even gives students the way to level of course, their level of reading and writing, for example. It's very useful. And well, because of the time, I am going to just share a third link. I'm sure you know it. It's called Noodle. Go Noodle. I'm gonna share it right now and start sharing this one right here. Go Noodle. Here is the address. All you have to do is fill out your first name, last name, email address, passwords, and choose the options. You have options to choose math, science, ELA, social studies. Usually we choose ELA because it's in regards to music and to language. And what this does is that it will play a lot of videos. It will play videos for students to listen to the videos and develop listening as well. And this is a free platform as well. There is a paid option that will give you like a lot of more um, resources. Because of the time, I'm just gonna share the link and for you to practice and take a look at it. And basically, here is also the same website that I showed you before for British Council that will give you a lot more tools for reading, for everyday life activities, language guide, online activities, um, learning chocolates, another tool that you can use. A lot of tools you can use. And well, time is short. I really would like to have more time to give you more details about these other applications that I share with you, but time is short, and I'm going to um, pass the microphone to um Google, Professor Hugo. Time is yours. Thank you very much for attending. Thank you very much for listening to this training. Now you know that music is very important for your teaching. It will engage the students. Try it. If you haven't done it before, try it, and you will notice the difference in your students by paying attention about enjoying the classes. Remember that classes has to be meaningful. It's not just about connecting and giving a topic and that's it. Students have to learn, and so you try it and you will remember me. Again, my name is Teddy Arano. It's been my pleasure to give you this training, and Hugo, the time is yours.
Thank you so much, Terry. Now we have learned how important it is to use music when we are teaching. Also, we have new tools and strategies and they can be implemented when we are teaching English, in this case, using music. Now, remember that all these resources can be adapted depending the age of an English level that our students have. Now, allow me to provide the following recognition to our specialist. This is provided by Universidad de San Carlos de Guatemala, la Facultad de Humanidades y el Instituto de Formación y Actualización, Sección de idiomas, otorgan diploma al profesor Teddy Simeí Ruano López por facilitar el tercer diplomado de actualización profesional en la enseñanza del idioma inglés con una duración de 10 horas. Y enseñar a todos. Guatemala, 19 de noviembre del 2020. Lo firma la maestra Brenda Marroquín, la directora del Instituto de Formación y Actualización, el doctor Francisco Puac, quien es el jefe de la sección de idiomas, y el maestro Walter Mazariegos, quien es nuestro señor decano. Now, thank you, authorities and professors from Facultad de Humanidades and teachers for joining us today. We hope you have an excellent evening, and we hope to see you tomorrow at the same time and same YouTube channel in the last day of our certification. Take care. Goodbye.